We're back working on the trunk of the Riviera, and what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little paint preparation. I'm actually going to have Alex get in there because Alex is a little bit thinner and he's a little bit more limber, and basically what we want to do is we want to block off that whole seat area up in there, and these here we want to cover these because we don't want to paint these either. So I'm going to have Alex get up in there and kind of, you know, do some masking, so then when we paint the top of this trunk and ultimately the rest of the trunk, we don't get splatter all over the stuff we don't want paint on. Hopefully that makes sense. And so it's a little tight up in there and a little awkward. Alex, you know, he's got just a little bit longer arms. He's got a little bit longer fingers. Yeah, so he's like a super duper fry. I'm a steak fry. I have a little bit more power, but he's a little bit longer, and getting into those hard to reach areas, he's best. So we're going to switch places, and I'm going to get behind the camera and hopefully show you a little bit of Alex doing that prep for us. So let's switch it up, son.
Are we ready? Are we going?
I think we're going.
Okay.
Well, how do I know we're going? It's got the red.
Yeah, is there a red dot?
Yeah, there's red. You're going. You're live.
Okay, I'm live.
Son.
Okay.
So Alex is in the trunk, and you can see that for him, you know, he can get his legs all wrapped around in that little hole.
Yeah.
And he's all good in there. And basically what he's doing is he's putting this cardboard up where that seat was. There's one little spot
here, if you can see here. And
where he's going to have to...
I'm going to have to cut with the knife to allow this wire to seat in here, because it's preventing me from putting the cardboard all the way back. And once I do that, I should be able to push either side of this cardboard down. I might not fully cover what's up here, but we can always go over that with some newspaper or something. But this is just to get the general thing done.
Yep.
So probably
go for it.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see when I get in the way, though. So.
All right, that's all right then.
So I got the cardboard down here. It covers the majority of the back of the seats. I'm just going to have to put a little bit up in those corners here. And I'm going to cover these pipes here. What are they called? Those ones that...
Drain pipes.
The drain pipes.
Yep.
And divert the water up in this channel here.
Yep. And then that wiring, you know, as well has got to be covered up.
Yeah.
We're just going to use, you know, newspaper and painter's tape, and we'll wrap those and tape the ends and get that prepared. And we'll show you that once we get that done, right, Alex?
Yeah.
More to come.
I'm going to pause this because they're not going to be able to see this anyway. So yeah, as you can see, taped up the bottom. Probably bumping the mic, I'm sorry. I'll try and edit that out, but taped up the bottom and then just ran a bunch of newspaper around the length of this. Yeah, and then so this should be all good. It won't get any paint splatter on it now. I'm
You
just
can
gonna
kind
have
of
to
see the seam sealer over there too we put on, right? That looks...
Oh yeah.
Looks real good.
Yeah, by now this is dry. Slightly gummy, but only just to account for if there's any flex in the car. Yeah, you can see it all behind us here. Well, me.
It's good stuff. Dries hard and permanent.
Yeah. So, we're going to do the same thing on this side.
Tape that up, eh?
Yeah, and then we should be good to go.
Yeah. looks good. I mean, now we just need to whip on that there,
I gotta do the backside.
I thought you'd done it. Looks good to me.
Well, I've done here, but I haven't done the
here's
very,
another
very
little
back.
piecey piece.
And there we go.
There we go. That's all taped up. Getting ready for paint. Okay, so we can at least paint this back shelf, and that's what we were looking to do. The rest of it's okay if a little bit overspray gets on the sides of the trunk and the sides of the fender walls there. That's okay, but we just didn't want it getting on that stuff.
The filler of the seats, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. No, that's all good. Real good. All right, so we're good to go on to start to doing some painting. So we'll get after that next. Oh, I want to show how to do this finish prep on the Bondo there. We got to prime that. When we put primer on it, we'll show you. It'll show you any imperfections that exist. You see them a lot better. They show up real good with that primer on there. And then I got some glazing putty, and we'll fill in any little bit of final imperfections, give it another sanding, get it real smooth, and then prime it again because that primer's got filler. And then we're good. I think we're good to start to paint the trunk.
Yeah.
I think what we'll do is where you're sitting first, son, where the tire goes. And then we'll mask off around that circle and then paint the rest of the trunk, the trunk color. And then that should finish up the trunk, and I'm looking forward to getting that done. And then we can go back underneath and paint and put rust proofing on that. And then put our shocks in and put our shocks back in and the gas tank back in, and
Yep, reassemble the back.
we'll pretty
end.
much have the back end done at that point. So we're going to leave this bumper off and the tail lights and everything because they'd have to take them off anyway for paint. So, you know, but we're doing it. We're moving forward on the Riv. We love the Riv. You know, you get attached to it, but I just constantly tell myself, okay, I'm doing this for the fun of it and to show you guys how to do it. Have fun with my son. But I don't have room to collect them. Plus, it's a lot of work to maintain a collection of cars. Kind of feel like the older I've got, the more I've realized the more stuff you got, the more maintenance you got. So I'm trying to not have a lot of maintenance, you know? So I can do other things I like to do. If anything I buy anymore, I'm buying the no maintenance type products, because then I don't have to mess with them again, you know. I wish I'd have thought of that when I was younger, because I do have some stuff that I have to maintain at this point on the house. But yeah, the more you got, the more you got to maintain. So I just want, I want to have a nice car. I got one I like. And Alex likes it, and it'll eventually be his. So that's enough. You know, maybe we do one more, but I don't know. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. So anyway, enough of my ramblings. See us next time. We'll keep working on the Riv. Thanks for the support. Bye-bye. Okay, friends, so back out in the trunk of the Riviera, and if you remember, we had a patch here that we did, and what I've been doing is I put several coats of body filler in there, and then I sand